guys, so I decided to do this video with Farah too, and because we didn't really like this week's Top 10 Tuesday, we thought we'd make our own, and it is actually top 8 books that we would reread over and over again and never get bored of. There's a lot of those books, and I have read all those books. I've read them at least twice or 3 times, and the same for Farah. So we are going to start off with one of my books that I have read like 20 times before, and no judging. Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. I love this book. I read it way back when it first came out, before all the hype with the movies and Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart and all those people. And I actually really love this book. I don't care if the grammar is bad or the writing is bad or whatever. I really enjoyed this book. And it was actually my first paranormal book, and I'm like, wow. My friend first gave it to me. She's like, oh, read it. I'm like, what is it about? She's like, it's about vampires. I'm like, no thanks. I don't want to read anything about vampires. She's like, trust me, you're going to love it. And I loved it, and I reread it, like, from then to now, maybe 5 to 6 times. Like, from front to back, covered, page to page. Amazing. I love it.
My book it's actually the same book.
We both love it. Yeah. And we actually have 2 copies. One's for her, the big mama, and the little baby.
The big sister and the little sister.
I read this and I loved it so much, and my sister wanted to read it, and I'm like, hell no, I am not giving you my copy, because before there was an incident with the
Harry Potter book.
Yeah, and she kind of like ruined it for me, and I'm like, from then on, the books that I love, I'm like, no way, you're getting your own copy. So she got it.
I actually read this over the summer when we were in Libya, and it was just an awesome book that I just loved. It's actually my biggest book that I read.
This is from one of my top 3 favorite books. Oh,
all time.
It's by Stephenie Meyer.
It's better than the Twilight series for me.
I guess it is. It's like it's dystopian. However, it's not in the YA genre, which is very weird, because this is a very typical YA book, and I think it would be good. Like, I think a lot of young adult readers will love this book.
If you guys haven't read this book, you better go ahead and read it.
Yeah, you should. You should.
The host is awesome.
Really good. Even though it's big, but the bigger the better. Oh yeah, and the movie is actually being filmed right now, so. Okay, next book is, of course, it has to be Harry Potter
and the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, and this is actually my favorite book out of the Harry Potter series, this one, and the Order of the Phoenix, which is, I think, the next one, the 5th one. Yeah, and the Order of the Phoenix. I think those 2 are my favorite books, and I really like this one because of the what do they call it? I forgot.
Quidditch game.
No, it's not the Quidditch game. It's the annual,
the ball.
Not the ball.
Disclaimer, guys, I just read the first 3 books of the Harry Potter series, and I do plan on reading the 4th one, but it's just so big, and I'm kind of scared to start it. But I did watch all the movies.
Anyways, you guys know what it is, the whole annual games with all the other schools and stuff, and I forgot the name, I'm blanking out.
Isn't it the Quidditch games?
It's not the Quidditch games. Didn't you watch the 4th movie?
Yes, I did.
Exactly, when they had those people from different books, and Flora Delacour. The Tri-Wizard Tournament. That's the name, the Tri-Wizard Tournament. It was amazing. I think this book is like really good, and it's very exciting. And
isn't this the 4th one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to read it.
Yeah, amazing.
Next book is... Oh, it's my turn. This might sound really kiddish, but I am a kid, and I love this book. Hands down. Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Kinney. This is hilarious. I can just keep it in my bag and read it over and over and over
again. It's like Modern Family.
Like, I'll never get bored, because it'll always crack me up.
And be funny.
Just the first one. Like, always crack me up. It's hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it. And even Juhina loves it.
Yeah, I really like the first couple of ones. They're really good. They're funny. They're
hilarious. I love it. And the animation was just awesome. So this book, totally, I can read it over and over again and never get bored. So.
Okay, next book is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephenie Perkins, and I have already reread this book at least 4 times.
This choice is actually for both of ours.
Yeah.
But we only have one copy, so.
Yeah, it's both of us. And what can I say about this book? This book is like epic contemporary, like level,
like
you know?
top
Epicness.
contemporary book of the world.
My hand's all the way up there, so you can't see it, but this is how epic
This
this
is the
book
definition of contemporary books.
Awesome contemporary books. I've never read a book this amazing, like ever. Contemporaries? Yeah, never.
Honestly, Lola and the Boy Next Door wasn't that great. I was actually very disappointed. But this one's awesome, hands down.
Oh, by the way, this is Lola, so. Lola. This is Lola and the Boy Next Door. But it's because I gave Anna to my sister's friend to read, so. This is actually Lola, but I had to put the cover. So, but Anna the French Kiss is so much better.
Awesomeness. The last of my books is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny, and this has been many of her videos.
Yeah.
Because it's just awesome. And
It's like the best beach read.
I read it, not the problem actually, but I read it in the summer, and both of us did read it in the summer, and it's amazing feeling, and we didn't get to go to the beach, so.
No, I read it in March, actually.
I read it in the summer, and it was awesome.
I read the third one in the summer.
Not this summer, last summer. This summer was.
It was this summer. What are you talking about?
No.
Yes, it was.
Summer was with the war. Libya. I wasn't reading it.
It was this summer, Farah. It wasn't last summer. I didn't even read this. It's this summer. Anyways.
Oh, anyway, this is awesome, and I feel like not a lot of you guys read it. I don't know. I mean, it's not as popular as other books, but it's awesome, so why not read it? It's awesome. Take a picture of it. Whatever.
Last book is like one of my most coveted books.
I did not read it yet, but my
And
sister's going crazy.
I'm pretty sure you guys know what it is. It starts with a D.
Ends with a T.
And it is
Divergent.
Divergent. I love this book so much. Like seriously, no words can explain how much I love this book. You know, sometimes you read a book and you love it, but then you go through this phase of like loving it for a long time, and
then it quiets down.
And then you read another book, and then you love that one, and that one gets erased, and it's like, oh yeah, I still love this, but I'm like obsessing over the new one. And see, for this one, I read Divergent, and then I read some other really, really amazing books, you know? But still, Divergent is still like on my mind 24/7, all the time. 64 more days until Insurgent comes out, and
I need to read this book.
I can't love this enough. Like, I have recommended this to so many of my friends. I already told you I already recommended it to a friend, and she read it and she loved it. Another friend went and bought it.
My friend went crazy over it.
No,
I didn't read it yet.
And I just love this book. And one word, only 4. 4. That's it. 4.
A number, not a word.
4 is a word, you know. FOUR.
I know.
That's a word. So what are you doing?
I'm moving the books.
Whatever. So that's it. Those are all the books, and this is the top 8 books.